Hey, we're back here at ISS. I'm with Paul Higdon from ResultsCX. How you doing, Paul?
Doing well.
And I know you've got a big session coming up, and you're going to be talking about something I think is really salient for this crowd, focusing on the power of automation,
Right.
not only with IT, but with and beyond IT as well, too. So, as you get into your session, what are you going to be talking about, and what are you hoping that folks walk away with?
So a lot of people have talked about going through Ivanti and branching out through integrations with other systems. We kind of go the other way. You're natively within certain systems as part of your daily job. So what I do is, instead of making you move to a different one, how do we bring you from the system you're in and bring that into Ivanti and then trigger downstream actions?
I was looking at your deck, and something caught my eye. You talk about this rhetorical trick about taking IT out of ITSM.
Right.
Right. But it speaks to kind of a very powerful phenomenon in our business a little bit. Can you expand on that for us? What's your take on that?
Yeah, some people use ESM, Enterprise Service Management, but even then, enterprise has got a big word, right? It's scary. And IT, when you say ITSM, that alienates a lot of the other parts of the industry and the business. So for me, if I want to get my HR department or my facilities department or legal to really get on board with using service management, I don't speak IT, I speak service management, because everybody needs it, everybody uses it.
I think in every industry, folks deal with this idea of personnel movement, right? People onboarding, offboarding.
Yep.
You folks at ResultsCX are dealing with, what, 10,000 to 20,000 people coming and going every year?
Exactly.
So how do you streamline that process?
So we do it through a couple of different ways. One is as much automation integration, and those are two separate things. So on the automation side, we will eliminate, my buzzword for my team is least number of clicks. Everybody knows that that's my goal. So we want to be able to where you do a thing in whatever platform you're in. So we have our application tracking system. So once a candidate processes through and they then become an employee, it starts a whole flow of actions for things like equipment and their training class and making sure that their HR team is notified,
Right.
making sure that our onboarding team is notified. We make sure that our help desk becomes engaged and aware. We automatically create their role in Ivanti before they even load into our HCM. So if they have a problem, they can really open a ticket on day zero. And that's a thing that, again, that's through automation, and then through the integration pieces, that's how that's delivered, right? So we integrate with our training system, we integrate with Active Directory, we integrate with our HCM, we integrate with our workforce management system, we integrate with Salesforce. Like, we bring all of those things in, so we do the same thing for clients as we do employees.
I mean, automation is really the key there, right? You want to make that as seamless and as quick and easy for the user as possible. And like you said, the ancillary departments within your organization, HR is going to be very happy about that, right?
I think one of the things that gets lost in a lot of this is there's a lot of process that happens as part of these different things. But in my role as a trainer, I don't need to know necessarily the process for shipping a computer equipment. I don't need to know the responsibilities for these other things. I should just have to know my thing. And as long as I do my thing, everybody else becomes integrated and folded into the entirety of the process without having to be an expert of everything.
And I know that you're going to actually go over some real case studies
Right.
when it comes to this kind of onboarding, offboarding, this idea of just making things more streamlined and easy for folks to do, right? So
Yep.
they're not as afraid to get the workforce that they need within
Yeah,
their
exactly.
organization.
Just share a little wisdom that we've had, knowledge, and if you have a little bit of knowledge and got a little bit of data and you put the two together, you can really turn out some really amazing wisdom.
Well, we are very glad you're a part of Ivanti in that way. And hopefully it's a
We
good
couldn't do what we
mutual
do without it.
relationship. That's kind of what we're doing. Thanks, Paul,
Sure.
for taking the time, and thanks for being here at ISS. Hope you have a great rest of the day.
Glad to.
Thank you.
Thanks.